हेलो। चलिए we should start now. जितने लोगों को आना था वो आगे शुरू करें ना.
Yes. Esteemed jury members, Dr. Kumkum Bharadwaj, Mrs. Sapna Majumdar, Architect Vishal Yaldi, Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Upinder Dhar, Heads of Institutes, Heads of Departments, Faculty members, students, participants, good morning to all. In the words of Albert Einstein, creativity is seeing what others see and thinking what no one else ever thought. Keeping this creativity alive, we welcome you all to Kalakriti 6 online poster competition. Kalakriti is an annual event organized by Sri Vaishnav Institute of Fine Arts, Sri Vaishnav Vidyapeeth Vishwavidyalaya Indore, to provide a platform for the budding artists in various student categories from class 7 to undergraduate and postgraduate level for showcasing the talent of the students. Today, we are holding this annual event for the 6th consecutive time. We have the privilege to have with us our esteemed jury members, Dr. Kumkum Bharadwaj, Mrs. Sapna Majumdar, and Architect Professor Vishal Yadi. As per tradition, before beginning the program, let us invoke the blessings of Goddess Saraswati. I now request the technical team to please play the Saraswati Vandana AV. Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. Upinder Dhar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sri Vaishnav Vidyapeeth Vishwavidyalaya Indore, to virtually welcome our invited jury members. I now request the technical team to please play the welcome slide. Thank you, sir. I now invite Architect Professor Vishal Yadi, Coordinator, Sri Vaishnav Institute of Fine Arts and Director, Sri Vaishnav Institute of Architecture, to present a few words about Kalakriti.
Thank you, Anu. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Upinder Dhar, respected judges, Dr. Kumkum Bharadwaj and Sapna Majumdar, Dr. Anu Kande, Alka Jha, participants who are passionate budding artists, very warm welcome to this exciting and vibrant online gathering today. Sketching and painting enables you to start the best ideas. It is a powerful process since it always helps you discovering new ideas and solutions to your design. When you start sketching your ideas and imagination, You open up the way for your creativity and the action, and in turn enhances your skill. We are honored to host this marvelous sketching painting competition, Kalakriti 6. We have gathered here online today to celebrate incredible talent and creativity that flows through the veins of our participants. Art is the universal language that transcends boundaries and concept and connects the people all over the life, all over the world. It is a form of expression that knows no limit, and today we have the privilege of witnessing its magic firsthand. Artists have the power to capture the essence of the world around us. With every stroke of their brushes or precision of their pencils, they bring life to blank canvas and transform more ideas into visual masterpieces. Today, we have gathered some of the talented budding artists, and we are in for the treat so as to showcase their skills and creativity. I would like to congratulate all participants who have poured their heart and soul into creations. Your dedication, passion, commitment to the arts is truly inspiring. May this competition be a stepping stone in your artistic journey, and may you continue to dazzle the world in your incredible talent. To the esteemed judges, Dr. Kumkum Bharadwaj and Sapna Mujumdar, thank you for lending us with your expertise and discerning eyes. Your valuable insights and constructive feedback will not only guide our participants, but inspire them to reach the heights in their artistic pursuits. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let the colors swell and imagination run wild. Today, we embark our journey filled with breathtaking artistry and boundless creativity. Let us celebrate the wonders of human mind with the beauty that lies within each stroke of the brush. Once again, I welcome you all to Kalakriti 6. May the artist within you inspire, and may the artworks on display ignite your imagination. Let the competition begin, and may the best artists shine. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now invite our respected inspirational Dr. Rupinder Dhar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sri Vaishnav Vidyapeeth Vishwavidyalaya, Indore, to propose the welcome address.
Good morning to all of you. Our distinguished guests will be constituting the jury for Kalakriti 2023. Faculty colleagues, guests, and my dear participants of Kalakriti 2023. We feel that art is very important. Whether we are having professional disciplines or traditional disciplines, art has its own place because it helps in the holistic development of the students. It goes beyond what one may be learning in the structured syllabi. And even our National Education Policy 2020 emphasizes on the role of art in one's life. In fact, it advocates that art should be promoted amongst students for their overall development. Now we need to understand what miracle art can do. Why are we emphasizing on art so much? There are other disciplines wherein a student can complete the degree and go for a lucrative job. But then art is totally a different kind of dimension. So why should we in that case, stress on art. This is the first reason, is that art is a form of expression, which other disciplines are not necessarily so. And expression is at various levels. Expression at personal level, expression at cultural level, expression at historical level. So, one of the best things about art is that it is a powerful form of self-expression. It is an outlet in which you can share your experiences, thoughts, feelings, and other aspects of life. People have been using art to express themselves since prehistoric time. And the fact that they continue to do so today shows how important this function really is. This, so far as the personal level is concerned, personal expression is concerned. Then, so far as cultural expression is concerned, art can be understood from different cultural perspectives and has different meanings depending on the culture it comes from. It can help us relate to each other by understanding the differences between our cultures through their traditions, customs, and art forms, which helps us become more tolerant and see things from different perspectives. This is the second level of expression. And so far as the third level is concerned, art history and art education are important parts of any educational or self-educational curriculum. Through paintings like Town Clock or poems that describe life in wartime, the charge of the Light Brigade, for example, is the name of the work. We can go back to time and see what life was like in the past. That is the historical expression. We can know how the life was, say, 100 years back. And it can be communicated or expressed through a piece of artwork. In this way, we can gain a deeper understanding of our history by putting ourselves in the shoes of the people who lived during that time and learn how they lived their lives on a daily basis, whether good or bad. So when it comes to expression, it can be at personal level, personal expression. It can be at the cultural level, cultural expression. So we can understand various cultures through the piece of work in art, and then the historical expression. Further, art can improve social skills. Art can help learn to work with others. Whether you are working on a group project at school or an individual piece of work, it's important to know how to collaborate and get along with others. That's very important. So a good artist will have this collaborative skills to know more and learn more from others, how other artists are working, what are the contributions of other artists. And then maybe in certain works, they may collaborate with each other. This collaborative skills are very important, which unfortunately in many places is not seen. People do not collaborate. They fight with each other. They are jealous of each other, which should not happen. Actually, the art means we should learn to collaborate and learn from each other. For example, if you are painting a mural, it's a good exercise to listen to your classmates' suggestions. You may have wanted to use only cool colors, but one of your friends may think warm colors would be better. This is a good exercise to learn how to compromise so everyone can be happy with the final product. Everybody has an appreciation for such a product. When we take the feedback, when we are open to the suggestion, and that happens very often in the case of murals. Even though art may not come as easily to some students as other subjects like, say, math or reading, there is no doubt about how important art is to all children and students. So one may not be great about any form of art, as he or she may be great in mathematics and other subjects. Doesn't matter. That does not reduce the importance of the discipline like art. Further, art helps to cope with anxiety and depression. The experience of creating art can help you cope with anxiety and depression. It's a way to express your emotions without using words. That means it can be especially helpful for young children because they are still learning how to put their feelings into words. You see, in psychology, there is a concept called ego defense mechanism. Ego defense mechanism is the mechanism which protects our mind from the external and even internal pressures. See, if a person is under great pressure or anxiety for a long time, his conscious may break down. Breakdown may happen. Therefore, nature has provided with a mechanism to protect a person. It is a subconscious mechanism. Say, for example, if we are unhappy with someone, we may transfer that unhappiness subconsciously to other person. Say, for example, if you scold your maid servant for not doing the job properly, she may not answer you because she doesn't want to lose the job. But she may transfer subconsciously this anger to utensils while washing the utensils. So baja ke utensils bajayegi, doegi. Why it is happening? It is called displacement. It is a mechanism, ego defense mechanism. Similarly, there is an ego defense mechanism called sublimation. In this, what happens? If one is continuously suffering from or having some anxieties, frustrations, he can sublimate those frustrations. That means he can convert, he or she can translate them into a meaningful expression, and that is what is art. So one may be frustrated, one may be anxiety. He can subconsciously translate it into a piece of great painting, or maybe even sometimes poetry. That mechanism is called sublimation. Therefore, art has a very important role in a mental state. In our university at present, We are using an art form to treat the patients of Parkinsonism. The old patients of Parkinsonism. We are using piece of music and a piece of dance form to treat these patients, how they would improve. Just to see, has this music or dance, various simple steps, any impact on their health or not? In fact, exactly we are working specifically not only Parkinson's, it is dementia. Dementia happens in the old age. So people who are older, and because of the age, they develop certain symptoms. So can art form facilitate, supplement the medical treatment? That is the work that we are at present doing. We thought of it because art has a very significant role in affecting or impacting the mental state of a person. Art therapy can also be helpful for people whose anxiety or depression keeps them from talking about their feelings with other people. They don't want to talk to others. But then therapy can help. In order to create something, you have to focus on the work in front of you and what you are doing at that moment, not on the things that are worrying you. So one may be frustrated, one may be under anxiety, but if he has the tendency to express himself or herself in any form of art, say a painter, keep the canvas before him, he will pick up the brush and start painting. So sublimation happens. These tensions and frustrations get translated into an art form. It gives rise to a beautiful piece of work. Further, arts are a fun and creative way to stay active. Creative way to stay active. Painting, making music, dancing, or even crafting all require you to move the body freely. The most important thing is that these arts are usually fun and bring joy. They bring joy to the person. If you are more interested in painting, dancing, and other arts, don't worry, because doing them will stretch your body well, which will help you stay active. So it even makes a lazy person active. When a lazy person doing nothing, just sitting, picks up the brush or picks up the pen to write, so there can be a beautiful piece of the outcome in terms of the art form. You can join a group or club that is to do with art and actively participate in it. You can enroll in an art class or even participate in art competitions if you are a competitive person. An active life is never boring. So it is important that you engage in a creative activity that keeps your mind and body busy, such as adopting any art form. So art has a very, very important role to play. That's why when in national education policy thinking was going on, what should be taught, what should not be taught, so it was thought of multidisciplinary education. So any discipline, including art, can offer any course of a common interest. Say there may be a student doing engineering, or a student doing management, a student doing architecture. Now, under National Education Policy 2020, he has the freedom to choose a course from art. If he or she is interested in say painting. You can do a course, formal course, credit-based course in painting or music or any other form of art. This is how even national education policy is promoting disciplines like art. Further, art is a great way to relieve stress. Further, if one is under stress, one can relieve it by doing a, say, painting or poetry or whatever, or dance. Now, what must cross your mind that I have just now talked about anxiety and depression. So why now stress? Isn't it repetitive? It is not. When we talk about anxiety, we are talking about something which is apprehensive in nature. We think about something that is yet to happen. But it worries us. Say someone who returns home by 6 o'clock every day in the evening. He has not returned home by 11 o'clock in the evening, late night. Now we start thinking, what must have happened? Lest he must have met with an accident. Lest something must have happened. So when we are thinking about these things, we are apprehending. So this apprehensive state is called anxiety. And when we are in depression, depression is always after something has actually happened. Say somebody actually failed after that, and he didn't expect that he or she will be failing. Then what follows is depression. So anxiety is always before something has happened, whereas depression is after something has happened. Whereas stress is always concurrent. That means when we are already doing something, that time the pressure that we are experiencing is stress. Say a batsman having already made 99 runs and he is facing the ball, he may be under great stress at that time. Even a small mistake will waste the effort of making 99 runs. That is the state of stress. So I am deliberately putting them separate. So in anxiety state, in depression state, that means before anything has happened, to divert our mind, we can go for a piece of work in whichever we have interest, an expression of work. Similarly, in the case of depression, but at the same time, even in the case of stress, it relieves stress. It has been experimentally established that art is a great way to relieve stress. You lose yourself in the moment when you are under great stress. When you are in the great stress, you lose yourself. In the sense, you may lose the temper. You may not be able to decide what is the right decision and what is the wrong decision. The art you do can help you feel less stressed and more positive. Isn't it? See, when we talk about art, even appreciation of art is in itself an art. And it relieves. That's why you must have seen, some of you, those who are exposed to corporate life, you must have seen in the corporate houses, there are big paintings. Beautiful paintings are used. Why? Is it simply somebody likes it? No, it has a meaning. When you are passing through the corridor and seeing beautiful paintings, it relieves you, it relaxes you. So it has a very scientific reason to use paintings and other expressions of art. It can also help you feel less distracted and more relaxed and focused. Art is a great way to relieve stress. It helps you relax and get into a calm state of mind. That calmness follows when you are able to complete the work that you have decided to do. So, for instance, the art form, say you have started the painting, as soon as you have completed it, you feel relieved. A state of calmness follows. Suppose you are feeling stressed, anxious, or low feeling, down, low feeling low, kuch karne ko man nahi karta. It can be hard to find the good things in life. But if you take out from your problems, if you take time out of your problems and focus on your art, you can forget about everything and blow off some steam. It's a phrase. Blow off some steam. That means you may do a great expression, great work, which is an outcome of the exercise to relieve yourself from the stress. Finally, I would say that art helps you express your emotions and feelings. With art, you can express your emotions, feelings, and thoughts. It's a very good means of communication when you cannot express yourself in words. Say, if we talk about paintings and such expressions where words are not required. In poetry, words are required. So one who is very good in poetry or has great interest in poetry, he can even use words beautifully. When you sit down to paint, to express your inner self. See, all of us live in two worlds, inner world and the outer world. And when there is a turmoil inside, you can, as I said, you can sublimate that turmoil into an expression of art. When you sit down to paint, to express yourself or your inner self, the blank canvas gives you that freedom and helps you put your inner feelings into words or sentences. You will be surprised by the end result. For example, if you love someone passionately, but you aren't able to find the right words to express the emotion, painting is a great way to do it. You can paint anything on the canvas, such as flowers or heart shapes in different bright colors that express your love for that person. Even if you want to express your sadness or happiness through art, it works very well. It works very well because it works wonders in connecting people with sending a message across language, cultural or age barriers. You see, another point that would I like to make additionally, although it is becoming longer, I'm not expected to speak so long. Art improves critical thinking skills, brain speed, and memory. So even our national education policies emphasizes on developing critical thinking skills. And through art, it can be done. Creative and critical thinking are important skills to have in the current century. So we can't escape learning critical thinking skills. Artistic work encourages you to accept more ideas, question more assumptions, and look at things differently. Learning art helps you exercise your brain, which makes it work better. Taking art classes brings out other aspects of the personality that were not there before. So art can very significantly affect the personality of a person. It may develop in a different way. Learning artistic skills boosts the confidence by showing you the progress you can make with regular practice and determination. By creating artwork or having an art education, you can express yourself in the medium of your choice. Say, there are different media, for example, photography, sculpture, graphic design, etc. And let others know what you are thinking without using words. Say, I am deliberately chosen to tell you without words, because here focus is more on paintings. Focus is more on fine arts. But when we talk about in the literacy, in the literary programs, there the focus is more on the expression in terms of words. But many times, the beauty here is, many times when we are not able to get words, correct words or appropriate words at any given time to express ourselves, here is another expression that you can use without using words. So you can paint and express yourself. So these are some of my thoughts, which simply communicate that why we should talk about art. In our university, we established the Institute of Fine Arts almost from the beginning. In the second year itself, we started. Why? Because at our university, we realize the importance of art and how it can impact a person's life. Not only life, so far as personal life is concerned, but it wouldn't impact one's professional life. That's why. And we didn't start deliberately, consciously. We did not start it as a Department of Fine Arts. We started it as Institute of Fine Arts with an intention to expand and develop so that we have more opportunities for larger number of students, and in the process we can serve the society. That's why this Institute of Fine Arts was established. So therefore, what we want and what we expect this Fine Arts Institute is to develop, grow, expand, and make the discipline of art popular amongst the students. And that is why here is an opportunity given by National Education Policy 2020. We can do it if we are ready to work hard. We have to work hard, we have to apply our mind and offer various programs, various courses, which can appeal larger number of students irrespective of the discipline that they have chosen. So I'm sure that it can be done and it will be done. And this contest, this Kalakriti, will be a great experience and an opportunity to learn for all the participants. So I wish you all happy learning. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for a very, very inspiring address. Now, moving ahead, let's take a review of the top 5 shortlisted entries of all the 3 categories of Kalakriti 6. I request the technical team to please play the video. So these were the shortlisted entries. All the students have done a lot of hard work, and we look forward to announcing the winners. But before that, I have the privilege to introduce our esteemed jury member, Dr. Kumkum Bharadwaj. Dr. Kumkum Bharadwaj is currently professor and head of department at Government Maharani Lakshmi Bai Girls PG College, Kila Maidan, Indore. She has been selected at this post through MPPSC examination on merit basis in 1993, and she has been contributing expertly to the art fraternity of Indore and India since then. She is also the chief editor of MP's only UGC care listed journal of fine arts named Shodhkosh. 10 scholars have obtained PhD degrees under her guidance already. She has also successfully guided more than 15 students for their PG dissertation. She has published more than 45 research papers in reputed journals and has organized many national and international conferences. She has participated in more than 30 national and international seminars, conferences, and workshops. And she is member board of studies for drawing and painting in the interview board for PhD DAVV Indore, for drawing and painting department Jivaji University Gwalior. She is member board of studies for drawing and painting at MLB College Bhopal as well. She is member of academic council at DAVV Indore, and there are so many credits to her honor that I will take another day altogether to introduce our esteemed member, jury member. So now, without much ado, I request Dr. Kumkum Bharadwaj ma'am to please address the gathering.
Good morning, all of you. First of all, many thanks and gratitude by Shri Vaishnav Vidyapeeth Vishwavidyalaya University for inviting me as a judge in Kalakriti 6. Respected Dr. Upendra sir, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Anu Kande, Vishal Yardi sir, and all dignitaries present here and students. Today's competition has been divided into three categories. I do not regret at all to say that UG, PG compared to 10th, 12th students have done a very good and commendable work. As Upendra sir said about all aspect of art, but I have given time to say that you must have heard that work makes one a dull and depressed person. You know all. For all those who are still wondering what I am talking about, let me tell them that I am talking about artistic creation. Artistic creative expression can be done in various forms like painting, drawing, sketching, dance, music, photography, all sculpture, etc. Handicraft also, because it included in NEP by government of India. Maybe may get a job only by learning technology, a method, but it cannot make us creative. Whereas if we have joy, the flame of creation, it will find the way of expression itself. Then there is no need to learn the method of expression. Exploration is the beginning of creation. And without creation, there is no joy in art, no matter what we draw. We think that while learning some method, technique, or style, we can become creative, but creative joy comes only when there is inner richness in us, and this cannot be achieved by any method. Creativity comes when there is continuous practice of the method of the mind and the thoughts of the mind. To be creative is not just to produce poems, sculptures, children. To be creative is to be in such a state in which truth can be born. Like birds, we do not have time to watch the floating clouds, because we are busy in our life. They remain busy in works and physical pleasures. How can we help our children to be aware and sensitive when there is no beauty in our hearts? If we want to develop sensitivity in children, we must first be sensitive to beauty and ugliness ourselves, and use every opportunity in still in children the joy of beholding not only man-made beauty but also beauty of nature. My full emphasis is on being in the company of nature, and keep yourself creative. The state of mind of the youth at present can be overcome only by living in the company of nature and arts, no matter which art is adopted. As Piyush Goyal, Minister of Industry, last day called all YouTubers in the in that handicraft all art also included, because NEP included all arts in the sub syllabus as a professional subject. So it must be as positive for life. Uh, Thank you so much. I have given only 4 minutes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. But very correctly said, the more we are with technology, the further we are away from nature, it doesn't feel, the creativity also goes down. So, very wisely said, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Our invited jury member, Mrs. Sapna Majumdar, I have the pleasure of introducing her first. She is a highly skilled and accomplished artist with a gold medal in MA Drawing and Painting from DAVD in the year 1988. She has been actively contributing to society as well as the art community. She is an active Rotarian and has been art instructor from 1995 till date on pro bono basis for various social organizations in helping the underprivileged and the physically challenged at Indore. So we are very, very grateful to you, ma'am, for joining us today. And I now invite Mrs. Sapna Majumdar to say a few words.
Very good morning to each one of you. Respected Upinder Dhar sir, Vishal Yadi sir, Anu ma'am, Alka Jha ma'am, Kumkum ma'am. Good morning to everybody. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. यहाँ मैंने इस कोट को इसलिए यूज करा है बिकॉज मेरे सामने मेरे 2 टीचर्स बैठे हैं. कुमकुम मैडम जो हैं वो उन्होंने मुझे न्यू गर्ल्स डिग्री कॉलेज में पढ़ाया था और मेरी फाइन आर्ट्स की टीचर रही हैं. उपिंदर धर सर ने मुझे IMS में पढ़ाया है. तो यहाँ मेरे 2 टीचर मेरे सामने बैठे हैं. तो मतलब आप सोचिए कि मैं आज इस लेवल पे जब बनी हूँ तो आप लोगों की सभी की मतलब मैम की और धर सर की जो है आशीर्वाद मेरे साथ है तो मैं इस लेवल पे बनी हूँ. जो कंपटीशन रही बहुत ही अच्छी कंपटीशंस थी. सब्जेक्ट्स बहुत अच्छे थे. तीनों ही सब्जेक्ट मतलब एक क्रिएटिविटी जो आर्ट में कहा जाता है कि क्रिएटिविटी डेवलप्स द माइंड्स. तो क्रिएटिविटी के थ्रू ही हम अपने माइंड को डेवलप करते हैं और आर्ट जो है उसमें एक सबसे बड़ी भूमिका निभाता है. तो इसके थ्रू हम लोगों को बहुत अच्छा बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलता है. एज उपिंदर धर सर
मैं वहां जाऊं क्या सर?
सॉरी
अलका मैम आपका माइक म्यूट कर
म्यूट
दीजिए.
करूं?
अलका मैम आपका
म्यूट
माइक
तो हूं.
म्यूट कीजिए.
सॉरी मुझे लगा मुझे शायद कुछ बोला जा रहा है
नहीं मैम आप प्लीज कंटिन्यू.
ओके. तो आर्ट के थ्रू जैसे उपिंदर धर सर ने बहुत सारा डेवलप मतलब आर्ट का जो डिटेल में बताया है. आई फुली एग्री विद दिस बिकॉज मैंने इस आर्ट के थ्रू बहुत सारी चीजें सीखी हैं. और जब मैंने एक स्कूल रन करा था अंडर किंडरगार्टन तो हम लोगों ने इसी पे सबसे ज्यादा ध्यान दिया था. और मैं सोचती हूँ कि उससे बहुत ज्यादा डेवलपमेंट हम शुरुआत से ही अगर बच्चे को जैसे हम एक लाइन ड्रॉ करना सिखाते हैं दैट इज ए आर्ट कि बच्चा सीधी लाइन को ड्रॉ करे. सो दैट इज ए आर्ट. और वो आर्ट को हमने देखा तो वो बच्चा उसी से लिखना भी सीखता है और उसी से उसके कर्व्स भी डेवलप होते हैं और उसी से उसकी जो है हैंड की स्किल्स भी डेवलप होती हैं. तो ये सब कुछ एक आर्ट के अंदर ही आता है. फिर जब सर ने बताया कि इट्स रिलीज द स्ट्रेस, या डेफिनेटली, बिकॉज हम लोग जब इसको प्रैक्टिकली फॉलो करते हैं आर्ट को, तो यस, इट इज डेफिनेटली रिलीज अवर स्ट्रेस. हम लोगों का एक्सप्रेशन पावर डेवलप होता है इससे, कंसंट्रेशन डेवलप होता है. दैट इज ऑल आई हैव गॉन थ्रू विद माय दिस किंडरगार्टन जो टीचिंग थी, उसमें मैंने देखा है कि हम लोगों ने यही सारी चीजें जो है इंटरपर्सनल बच्चों की डेवलप करी हैं. फिर इट रिलीज द, इट फील्स टू लीव द स्ट्रेस. ये बिल्कुल सही बात है. पॉजिटिविटी डेवलप करता है आर्ट जो है वो एक तरीके से. आजकल हम लोग आर्ट को एक और नए रूप में, जो हमारे मोदी जी ने कहा है, उसमें भी यूज कर रहे हैं. वी रिसाइकल द थिंग्स, वी reduce the things and we reuse the things. तो ये भी जो है, हम एक, अगर हमारा आर्ट लेवल है तभी हम उस चीज को डेवलप कर पाते हैं और उसी के थ्रू हम आगे जो है चीजों को, हमारे देश के प्रति भी अपनी एक जो भावना है उसको डेवलप कर पा रहे हैं और उसको यूज कर पा रहे हैं हम लोग. एंड जो हम आर्ट में जो एक बहुत ही अच्छी चीज है, दैट इज विदाउट वर्ड्स हम अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस कर पाते हैं. आप अपनी भावनाओं को जो है बता पाते हैं कि किस तरीके से और क्या आप बोलना चाहते हैं. आर्ट एड्स कलर्स टू अवर लाइफ. दैट इज ए रियली, जिस तरीके के हम कलर्स यूज करते हैं तो उससे हमारे जो है, हमारी पर्सनल लाइफ में जो, या हमारी जो सोशल लाइफ है उसमें क्या कलर्स हैं वो सारे डिस्क्राइब होते हैं उसके थ्रू. एंड आर्ट हमारा इनर वर्ल्ड को, हमारे एक्सटर्नल वर्ल्ड को डिराइव करता है कि हमारा जो एक्सप्रेशन पावर है, जो हमारे अंदर क्या है. बिकॉज इसमें आपको कोई सब्जेक्ट अगर नहीं भी मिलता है तब भी हम आर्ट में वर्क कर पाते हैं करके. तो इट्स रियली गुड थिंग. एंड हम अपने बहुत सारे आइडियाज उसके थ्रू एक्सप्रेस कर पाते हैं. इससे हमारा जो है ब्रेन की बहुत ही बढ़िया एक्सरसाइज है. दैट आई हैव रियली फील. जब हम लोगों ने उन छोटे छोटे बच्चों को टीच करा था तो हम लोगों ने रियली फील करा था. तो आज इस लेवल पे, अगर कॉलेज लेवल पे या स्कूल लेवल पे उस चीज को इंट्रोड्यूस करा जाता है, ये सब्जेक्ट एक रियली में मेरा तो है, मतलब मेरे तो बिल्कुल हार्ट के करीब है ये सब्जेक्ट. बिकॉज ऐसा नहीं है कि मैंने उसमें एमए करा है या कुछ करा है तो इसकी वजह से, या मैं एक गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट हूँ इसकी वजह से, बट रियली आर्ट जो है वो हमारे आइडियाज को, ब्रेन को और हमारे एक्सप्रेशन पावर को, हमारे कंसंट्रेशन को, सभी को डेवलप करने के लिए इट्स अ रियली गुड थिंग. बस यही बोलना चाहूंगी. अगेन, वंस अगेन, थैंक यू वैष्णव विद्यापीठ फॉर इनवाइटिंग मी एज अ जूरी. And thank you Anu ma'am, thank you Alka ma'am, thank you so much Upinder Dhar sir, thank you Kumkum ma'am. Add good color to my life. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. And very important concept of reduce, reuse and recycle. ये बहुत ही आजकल जरूरी भी है और बच्चे काफी काम भी कर रहे हैं इस पे, तो very well said. Now it's time, finally, the wait is almost over. It's time to declare the winners of Kalakriti 6. I request the technical team to please play the video. congratulations to the winners, and all of the participants did a lot of hard work. And we have actually the winner of class 7, Yashika Solanki, is in school and she can't carry her phone with her. So her art teacher has joined us. So she will be speaking on behalf of the student. In the meantime, Tushar Ved, he's in class 11. He's joined us. So Tushar, would you unmute yourself and put the video on and share about the work you've done? It's a really appreciable work. Tushar Ved, I invite you to, yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes. Can you switch on the video as well? Okay, very nice. So अपने work के बारे में बताइए, बहुत अच्छा बनाया आपने poster.
First of all, I like to pay my gratitude to all the judges for having me. Hello?
Yes.
Oh.
Please.
More the needs, lesser the resources. The artwork Blood After the Bane is basically depicting human figures drinking water on the sheet. As we look at the last two figures, we could see them drowning, metaphorically meaning that if we continue populating the same way, we would be someday drowning someday like those figures because of being out of resources and services. As we could see in the poster, they are drinking the same used water one after one and some other after that one. We might be bounded or conditioned to use the same resources, or we can say we would have to share the limit to a growing amount of people. I hope you all got my perspective on the topic.
Very, very beautiful. You executed the work very well. So congratulations to you, and happy learning in the future as well. Already you've developed a lot of good skill. So many congratulations again. Now I request Usha Parekh ma'am, to please unmute and share about Yashika Solanki's work. Usha ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome to Kalakriti. Congratulations. Your student has made a very, very beautiful poster. Can you play the video? Yes. Really nice. हाय मैम, बताइए ना थोड़ा वो पोस्टर के बारे में. बहुत ही अच्छा पोस्टर बनाया है आपके स्टूडेंट ने.
याशिका ना?
हाँ जी मैम, याशिका.
हाँ, कौन सी लड़की? याशिका सोलंकी ना?
हाँ जी, याशिका सोलंकी, क्लास 7.
हाँ, क्लास 7. वापस से बोल दीजिए मैम.
उसने जो वर्क बनाया है इंडियन हेरिटेज के बारे में है, तो उसके बारे में बताइएगा.
उसने मेरे को याशिका सोलंकी बोल रहे हैं क्योंकि बहुत सारे बच्चों ने भेजी थी.
हाँ जी, याशिका सोलंकी.
हाँ, तो उसने मुझे बताया था कि मैम मैंने बहुत सारे देखे जो हेरिटेज वगैरह जो देखे, तो वो कौन मैंने हम्पी ढूंढा है जो कर्नाटक में है. उसमें क्या है, शिव मंदिर है, अंदर बहुत तालाब थे, ये थे. तो मैंने बोला ठीक है, ओके बेटा आप ही बनाओ. तो बोले मुझे ज्यादा कुछ तो नहीं मिला है, लेकिन मैंने लिटरेचर पढ़ा है, उसके हिसाब से मैं ड्रॉ बनाती हूँ. फिर उसने उसके हिसाब से ड्रॉ बनाया है. तो बहुत अच्छा वर्क किया उसने. मैं तो अभी देख रही हूँ क्योंकि क्या है, बच्चे स्कूल आ नहीं रहे हैं, तो मैंने उनको घर पे ही लिंक भेज दिया था कि आप इस हिसाब से पेंटिंग भेज दो. और मैंने उनको बोला था कि मुझे करेक्शन के लिए मत बोलना, आप खुद बना के डायरेक्ट सेंड करना, मेरे को सिर्फ विनर में नाम देखना है तुम्हारा. तो उसने काफी अच्छा बनाया मैम.
बिल्कुल, आप देखिए विनर है, वो नाम आ गया उनका. तो कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस, वेरी वेरी. आपकी डायरेक्शन रही है, ट्रेनिंग रही है, तो बहुत ही अच्छा काम है. थैंक यू मैम, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस अगेन.
एक बेटी आई है ना मेरी 7th की, आशिका बस.
हाँ जी, 7th.
थैंक यू मैम. बाय.
थैंक यू मैम. The third participant, the third winner is not well, So she is not able to join us, Shruti Lalit. She is from 7th SEM BFA, Sri Vaishnav Institute of Fine Arts. So moving ahead, I request Mrs. Alka Jha to propose the words of thanks.
Thank you, Anuman. Good morning, one and all present over here. I feel immense pleasure to extend my gratitude on behalf of the Vaishnav Institute of Fine Arts and all those who have been directly and indirectly associated with Kalakriti 2023. First of all, I would like to thank our judges, Dr. Kumkum Bharadwaj, Mrs. Sapna Majumdar, and architect Vishali Yardi sir, for accepting our invitation and making this event successful. I would like to thank Dr. Upinder Dhar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, for his guidance. I am also thankful to our architect Vishal Yardi sir, Sri Vaishnav Institute of Fine Arts and Director Sri Vaishnav Institute of Architecture for his constant support and conduct this event successfully. I am thankful to Dr. Anu Kande for coordinating this competition Kalakriti 2023. I thank all my colleagues and participants for this competition make successful. I also thank our students Bhumi, Dipali, Srishti and Sonali Maheshwari. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Indeed, the event would not have been possible without the efforts of our master students and bachelor students.
हेलो
Yes.
मैम आप लिस्ट सेंड करेंगे ना अभी?
हाँ जी, मैं share करती हूँ.
हाँ ठीक. थैंक यू मैम. थैंक यू.
And we hope to hold the next Kalakriti offline with a lot of more creativity and a lot more enthusiasm. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you for joining.
Surely. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, all of you.